Do you want to get married next to a waterfall? Aloha, I'm Hawaii wedding officiant Kim Cronella, and I get asked that question by couples. They want to get married next to a waterfall, and is it something that they can do? Well, on the island of Oahu, we do have waterfalls, not as plentiful or easily accessible as some islands, like the island of the Big Island, the island of Hawaii, also Kauai. Has some roadside, and even Maui has a lot more roadside waterfalls than the island of Oahu does. But on the island of Oahu, we do have a waterfall in a botanical garden called Liliuokalani Botanical Garden, and that's downtown Honolulu, right in the middle of the hustle and bustle of the city. There's this beautiful park. It has a breathtaking canopy of trees over the park. There's blue ginger usually growing, and different types of ginger. I believe I've seen white or yellow ginger there as well. And there's little flowers and trees around. It's not as extensive of a garden as its sister garden, Foster Botanical Garden, but it does have that waterfall, and you're able to get married right next to it. It makes great scenery for your pictures, and then the garden itself is a great backdrop to get pictures after the ceremony as well. So that's very easy and accessible. Now, something to consider, if you're looking to get married at one of the more remote waterfalls that are on island, yes, that's a possibility, but that requires some hiking. You are going to be sweaty. It's going to cost you extra for anybody that's going to be officiating, taking photos, all that stuff, because they have to carry all their equipment or hike all that extra distance, and they're going to be sweaty as well. So consider that if you're looking at the more remote waterfall options. I had a couple that was considering doing the Jackass Ginger waterfalls. That's a popular hike here on the island off the Kapolei highway, and that the couple ended up going and doing the hike themselves first, and it was very strenuous, and they decided that is not what they want to be doing at their wedding day. So they were glad that they went out and did it on their own, and they actually just got married at the trailhead instead. There's a beautiful rainforest that you hike through to get to the waterfall, and there was an opening, and they just decided, they found it when they went on that hike, and they decided that's where they were going to get married instead. And it was right next to a stream, and it was gorgeous. No waterfall, but still gorgeous, and they got to see the waterfall and take some pictures the day before. So if you want to get married next to a waterfall, I highly recommend the Liliuokalani Botanical Garden. It is free to get married there. You do need a use permit from the Foster Botanical Garden. They're who issues it out, and they're also who maintains that garden as well. And they only allow weddings during certain hours. I believe it's as early as 10 a.m. and as late as 3 p.m., but you have to check with them. And it's also subject to availability. They don't try to book a whole bunch of weddings at the same time so that everybody can be able to use it without a crowd of people. But it is open to the general public, and you don't have exclusive use rights to it. You're just able to have your ceremony there and take pictures for the time that they have your permit allowed. If you're interested in getting married next to a waterfall or anywhere on the island of Oahu, contact me. I'm wedding officiant Kim Cronella. I provide helpful hints and tips and suggestions on how to get married in Hawaii, step-by-step instructions on how to apply for the marriage license, great references for how to pick a location around the island, because there's so many. It can be so overwhelming, and I'm happy to provide personal recommendations to couples based on what they want as a background. So contact me. My website's weddingsonoahu.com, and thanks for watching. Aloha.